Hey, it's Alissa, heading into week 11 of the cheese relaunch campaign. If you missed the memo last week, I announced the new branding for the cheese company. I had gotten some feedback because I didn't even have a name really for the cheese yet. So I was using R&D Creamery as a gestational sort of name, but we have an official name now, which is Future Hero Fermentation Cave. So the new cheese has a web page and a name, and it has branding, and you can check out last week's video to get the full scoop on that. I can link it up here. But moving forward, so this campaign is turning into something super fun that I'm really excited about. It's going to be a VIP cheese tasting club. And so we've already got a lot of signups, and thank you for all the signups. And I just want to welcome everyone to the VIP cheese tasting club. I want to talk a little bit about my vision for the VIP cheese tasting club. I think it's actually an opportunity to do some really fun stuff. I think we're all, besides the cheese being in a gestational period, I think everyone in the world is in a gestational period right now because of COVID and because of all the profound changes that are going on in the world. And so I just think this is a really perfect moment to do something like this. So I'm super excited, and I think because of the timing of how all of this is working out, I'm going to be able to just have a lot more leeway to just have a lot more fun. So I'm really planning on working on, testing out new cheeses and hopefully being, pretty interactive with that. And beyond that, like you might see behind me, is the garden that I've been working on, which is one of my personal reactions to COVID. And so I want to include some fun stuff that I'm making out of my garden, like some accoutrements to go with the cheeses, like some compotes and jams maybe, and some pickled peppers. I actually have a whole bed with 28 different pepper plants. People who were familiar with Punk Rock Labs know that we used pickled peppers in our nacho, and that was how we got our unique flavor. So I'm gonna push the envelope even further on that, and yeah, a lot of exciting developments to come. I will keep you posted on that. But I wanted to also talk about the wellness platform that I'm building alongside the cheese. So a lot of you might be aware that I have a website for, actually the cheese relaunch is located on the website for Asian Warrior Princess. Asian Warrior Princess is my manifestation of my best self, and it's also the wellness platform that I'm launching. So I've been doing a lot of videos. I've been starting to do a lot of videos around this garden that I've been building. I actually started it, the inspiration for it is that I've been caring for my mom who has dementia, and I think, a lot of people have been experiencing elder care disruptions because of COVID, and I am definitely one of those people. And so I built this garden for my mom to help to keep her engaged and active, and it's been super successful. But beyond that, it's really helping us to just build a really solid foundation for wellness around the food that we're eating, and I want to share that experience with all of you and also connect it with the cheese. So I am posting videos once or twice a week, featuring recipes, garden tours. I'm also having special guests, other chefs that are doing recipes as well. So be sure to check that out on my website. Everything, including all the business updates, the recipes, the gardening, everything is all located on my website. So it's AsianWarriorPrincess.com, and you can check that out. Another big thing that happened this week is that I did submit the application for this Grow New York incubator program. It's like an innovation ecosystem to help scale businesses. So I did submit the cheese. Part of this the goal of the Cheese Tasting Club is to prepare for that, is because I'm building I want to build out like a scalable product line. So the Cheese Tasting Club is sort of like an interactive platform for me to test out these recipes, which I'll then take to the scalable platform. So I'm really excited about that. It's a very interactive ecosystem. They have a lot of resources. I think with Punk Rock Labs, one of the, and I've talked about this in earlier videos, but the big issue that we ran into is that we were doing a unique process, and it didn't have sort of a precedent for being scaled. And so there wasn't really an infrastructure in place to help us with making that transition. And so, you know, I mean, to be frank, we got screwed real hard. And so I'm excited about this opportunity because they have a lot of resources around the R&D, because I've talked about this in other videos too, which I can link up here, about the science behind the cheese. It's actually, the methodology does have a lot of science behind it. I do have a background in science. I started my career in biotech. And so this ecosystem has a lot of resources, not only for scaling food products, but also with the R&D that's involved in that. So it's very, very exciting. And I won't hear anything until mid-September about that, but I fingers crossed, and I will keep you posted on that. And then finally, the last thing I want to mention this week is it's still really hot. I have not had super good luck with shipping product in the summer. We actually never had good luck with shipping the cheese in the summertime. Punk Rock Labs just shut down our shipping for the summer typically. So I think I'm just going to move forward in a functional way, and I'm going to wait till after Labor Day to start shipping the cheeses out. So the next 6 weeks or 8 weeks, no, it's like 6 weeks. The next 6 weeks I think is going to be pretty experimental. I'm just going to be working on new cheeses and new recipes so that I can hit the ground running once the weather cools down after Labor Day. So just wanted to let you know, I'm not going to start doing the shipping until after Labor Day, but I'm excited to start engaging with all of you. This is going to be a super, I hope, like, tight community. I'm capping it at a $15,000 raise. We're already almost at $7,000. So I'm really the only person doing this. There's not another person. So I just need to keep it small, and actually viable for me to make. But I think that opens the door for it to also be super fun. And these are going to be the last artisan cheeses that I'm going to make. And so I want to go out with a bang. I'm excited about the future, but I love making cheese, and I'm excited to interact with all of you as well. So that's it for this week. I will check in next week with another update, and look forward to connecting with you.